Are you my friend?
Clara?
What's wrong? Can you get on a plane? I need you.
She doesn't scream. I don't scream. I just step back, slowly. Like if I move too fast, it will become real. The bedsheet shifts behind him. A laugh, not mine. My hand finds the doorframe. I hold it. Not because I'm weak, but because something inside me just slipped. He looks at me, calm, unbothered, like I walked into the wrong room. I was wrong to marry you. No anger, no panic, just truth, delivered like it had been waiting a long time. The other woman pulls the sheet over herself, watching me carefully, curious, almost entertained, waiting for a reaction, a scene, a breakdown. But I give them nothing. I nod, just once. Then I turn and walk out. My hands are steady on the steering wheel, too steady. The road is empty, stretching forward like it doesn't care where I'm going. My eyes burn, but the tears don't fall. I was wrong to marry you, it repeats, over and over, like my mind is trying to understand it by breaking it into pieces. I inhale, slow, deep. Then I reach for my phone. I call the only person I know won't ask me to explain before she shows up. It rings. Hello? I close my eyes. Are you my friend? There's a pause. Then, Clara, you are my best friend. My throat tightens. Get on a plane, I say. Calm, controlled. I need you. No hesitation. Text me the address. I'll be there. The line goes dead, and I keep driving. The water is cold. Clara steps into it anyway. These shoes are $2,000, she says, so you know. For a second, I forget. A small laugh escapes me, fragile, unexpected. You're insane. I know. She walks closer, and suddenly we're both laughing. Not because anything is funny, but because if we don't, we might fall apart. She sits beside me in the river, close enough for me to feel her warmth. Never doubt my love for you, she says softly. I turn to her, really look at her. I don't. And this time, the tears fall. I lean into her and she holds me like she already knew this version of me would exist someday. If you've ever loved someone so deeply that you forgot where you ended, you already understand what this kind of pain feels like. But stay with me, because what happened next changed everything. Soft pause. I am 92
years old now,
and I still
and I
remember
can still
the exact
remember
moment my life split in two. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, like most things that destroy you. Before that night, I believed I was loved. We had a beginning people envied. Do you two ever stop talking? My friends used to ask. We didn't. We talked about everything, dreams, fear, the future. He used to sit across from me, chin resting on his hand, just watching me like I was the most important thing in the room. Marry me, he said one afternoon. No speech? I laughed. No speech, he smiled. Just don't make me do this life without you. And I didn't. For 15 years, I didn't. But love doesn't always leave loudly. Sometimes it fades quietly, piece by piece, until one day you look up and realize you've been alone for a long time. Why are you always complaining? He doesn't look up from his phone. I'm not complaining, I say carefully. I just asked if you'd be home early tonight. I said I'm busy. You've been busy all week. He exhales sharply. There you go again. Daniel. God, you nag too much. The word lands harder than it should. Nag. I nod slowly. Okay. But it's not okay. If you're still here watching this, let me ask you something. Have you ever ignored a red flag because you loved the person holding it? If you have, comment below. I read them. The first birthday he forgot. I laughed. Wow, I said, lighting the candles myself. We're really adults now. He kissed my forehead. I'll make it up to you. He didn't. The second time, I baked the cake earlier, just in case. I sat at the table, 8:12, 9:46, 11:03. The candles melted into the frosting. I stared at the door, telling myself not to cry. When he finally walked in, "Traffic," he said. I nodded. Of course. By the third year, I stopped expecting, and that's when something inside me started to disappear. Not loudly, not all at once, just quietly. We still looked like a good couple. That's the dangerous part. We smiled in public. We showed up together. People said, "You're lucky." And I believed them, because admitting the truth would mean admitting I was alone inside my own marriage. Who are you texting? No one. You've been smiling at your phone. It's work. At midnight? He puts the phone down harder this time. I don't need to explain everything to you. I didn't say you did, but you implied it. I asked a question, and I answered it. You dismissed it. Oh my God. He stands. I'm tired. Of me? He doesn't answer. He just walks away. And somehow, that silence hurts more than anything he could have said. Looking back now, I don't think he left all at once. I think he left in pieces. And I stayed, collecting those pieces, pretending they still made a whole. If this story is pulling you in, take 1 second, hit the like button. It tells me you want more stories like this, and trust me, we're only getting to the part where everything breaks. The night I opened that bedroom door, I wasn't suspicious. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't strong. I was just home. And sometimes that's all it takes. I remember the handle, cold, ordinary. I turned it without thinking, pushed the door open, and there it was. Not chaos, not panic, just truth laid out in front of me, unapologetic, unhidden, final. I was wrong to marry you. At 92, I understand something I didn't understand then. It wasn't the betrayal that broke me. It was the realization that I had been slowly disappearing long before that moment. I left that house that night, not because I was strong, but because there was nothing left to stay for. Clara stayed with me through everything. She didn't ask me to be okay. She didn't rush my healing. She just stayed. And sometimes that kind of love saves you. I rebuilt, slowly, painfully, but honestly. I learned something most people never do. Losing someone who doesn't love you but is not a loss. It's a return to yourself. So if you're watching this right now and something in your life feels off, if you're shrinking to keep someone comfortable, if you're waiting to be chosen by someone who already left you in pieces, listen to me. Don't wait for the door to open. Don't wait for proof. Don't wait for the moment that breaks you. Choose yourself now. If this story spoke to you, subscribe, because there are more stories like this. Stories that hurt, stories that heal, stories that remind you you're not alone. At 92, I can finally say this without hesitation. He didn't lose me that night. He lost me long before. The difference is, that night, I finally saw it, and I walked away, and that was the beginning of my life.